وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ومن آياته يريكم البرق خوفا وطمعا وينزل من السماء ماء فيحيي به الأرض بعد موتها إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يعقلون ومن آياته أن تقوم السماء والأرض بأمره ثم إذا دعاكم دعوة من الأرض إذا أنتم تخرجون له ما في السماوات والأرض كل له قانتون وهو الذي يبدأ الخلق ثم يعيده وهو أهون عليه وله المثل الأعلى في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Surah Roum, we started reading certain signs that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has presented, which are irrefutable. No one else could have done those except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. From among these signs is the creation of a human being from dust and then scattering it around the earth, creation of spouses with which we get tranquility and satisfy our needs, and the love and the kindness that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created between man and wife, the creation of the skies and the earth, and the creation of the difference between tongues, dialects, accents, and colors of human beings, and the sleep of human beings, and the seeking of provision, and the system that is connected with it. All of these are signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ يُرِيكُمُ الْبَرْقَ خَوْفًا وَطَمَعًا. And among His signs is that He shows you the lightning, which causes fear and hope. Fear that it might fall upon us, it might strike us, and it might cause damage, and hope that it is going to bring down water, which is going to revive the earth. وَيُنَزِّلُ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً فَيُحْيِي بِهِ الْأَرْضَ بَعْدَ مَوْتِهَا. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends down water from the sky, then He revives the earth with the water after its death. So all of these are signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nobody controls rain, nobody controls lightning, and the fear that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has instilled in the human heart because of lightning, nobody can control that either. And the desire to see rain in a dry land and how it revives the earth, all of that is controlled by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna fi dhalika la ayatin liqawmi ya'qilun. Therein there are signs for the people who understand. وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَن تَقُومَ السَّمَاءُ وَالْأَرْضُ بِأَمْرِهِ. And it is among His signs that the sky and the earth stand firm by His command. So one is the creation, but it's not that Allah has created and then let them be. In every living moment of their existence and by the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they stand firm. So Allah is the one who keeps the system going. ثُمَّ إِذَا دَعَاكُمْ دَعْوَةً مِّنَ الْأَرْضِ إِذَا أَنْتُمْ تَخْرُجُونَ. This is the conclusion of all of this, that when you understand that Allah is the one who has created you, and Allah is the one who has created the things that you gain satisfaction from, and Allah has made the system and the things through which you fulfill your needs, and Allah is the one who keeps the system going, then it should be very easy for you to understand that Allah is the one who's going to annihilate all of it with one call. So then when He will call you from the earth, by a single call you will be coming out all at once. These people who deny the hereafter and ever having to stand before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when they understand all of these signs, then they should also understand that Allah can very easily end all of this, and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not doing it right now as the kuffar are demanding. It is not because Allah cannot do it, it is because Allah has not yet willed to do it. It is fully under the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He can stop and seize everything and call everybody towards Him. Lahu man fis samawati wal ard. To Him belong all those in the heavens and the earth. Kullun lahu qanitun. All of them are obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to Him. وَهُوَ الَّذِي يَبْدَأُ الْخَلْقَ ثُمَّ يُعِيدُهُ. It is He who originates the creation, as is accepted by those who are addressed, the kuffar of Makkah, that they also believed that the first creation, the original creation, Allah did it alone. ثُمَّ يُعِيدُهُ. Then Allah will recreate it again, will create it again. وَهُوَ أَهْوَنُ عَلَيْهِ. And it is easier for Him. Nothing is easier or hard for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These things are only to make us understand that if you look at it from a human angle, you will understand that what somebody has done already, then it is easy for them to do it again. When you understand and agree and believe that Allah did it for the first time, then how can you deny that Allah can give you life again? وَهُوَ أَهْوَنُ عَلَيْهِ. Even from your angle and from your understanding, it is easier for Him. وَلَهُ الْمَثَلُ الْأَعْلَى فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Mathal and mithl, these are two different words. Mithl is when the mithl or mithal is when somebody shares the kind. For example, I am a human, someone else is a human, so we belong to the same kind. But mathal is when in part someone shares the attributes or the explanation or description, but it's not of the same kind. So for Allah, mathal have been given. Mathalu nurihi kamishkat. That the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the mathal of it. Similarly, walahul mathalul a'la. All the highest description, or His is the highest description. But laysa kamithlihi shay. There is no mithl to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We cannot give examples to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or examples of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is one and only of His own kind. وَهُوَ أَهْوَنُ عَلَيْهِ وَلَهُ الْمَثَلُ الْأَعْلَى فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. His is the highest description in the heavens and the earth. وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْحَكِيمُ. And He is the mighty, the wise. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم اللهم اجعلنا من أهل القرآن الذين هم أهلك وخاصتك وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.